Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. In this part of the journey, the High Priestess invites us to do exactly that, to turn inward, to listen, and to trust what we find there. In the last video, we met the magician. If the magician shows us what we can create in the outer world, the High Priestess reminds us to listen to the inner one. Now, our hero encounters the High Priestess, who embodies the quiet power of intuition and the divine feminine. The pouring in of water symbolizes accessing inner wisdom, filling the vessel of intuition. On the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the High Priestess sits between two pillars, one labeled B and one labeled J. Behind her is a pomegranate veil to separate the earthly realm from realms beyond. A crescent moon rests at her feet, and she holds a scroll featuring the letters T-O-R-A, short for Torah. Her headdress recalls the Egyptian goddess Hathor, showing the waxing, full, and waning phases of the moon. She is the divine feminine, a channel between what lies here on earth and beyond. She's connected to gods and goddesses, angels and guides. Her flowing blue cloak, the water, the sky are all elements of her domain. Stillness, subconscious, intuition. And when the High Priestess appears in a reading, it's an invitation to go within, get quiet, still, listen to that voice within. She's also a card of mystery and timing, the keeper of secrets. She speaks only when the moment is right and waits to say what needs to be said. She knows that not everything needs to be shared before it's ready to be shared. If you've ever shared a dream with someone else, only to be met with discouragement or disbelief, that's the High Priestess coming in to say, share not until it is ready to be shared and that information can bloom. It's sacred. Keep it sacred until it's ready to be released. Kind of like a pomegranate. She encourages us to connect with our guides, our highest self, the spiritual world. And in this way, we can discern the answers that cannot be found through logic alone. I'm going to share something that's deeply personal, that I haven't shared with many people. And that's because sometimes the cards become mirrors of even our most private moments. In the fall of 2023, I learned that I was expecting. It was early on still, and my husband and I decided we weren't going to talk to anyone about it, save for just maybe a couple really close friends and family. I wanted to see how things would unfold. During that time, I turned to the tarot deck for guidance. I pulled cards every day, sometimes more often than that. And interestingly enough, the High Priestess started appearing over and over and over again. It was as if she were whispering, slow down, get still, get quiet, listen, go into the stillness, and discern. This was a loud message to stop doing readings. Stop doing so many anyway. Trust the first one that I got. And you know, soon after that, I actually experienced a miscarriage. It was still so early on, but the experience still was intense. In the aftermath, I realized that she'd actually been preparing me to stay silent, to not share, to go within. And in the aftermath, I cleared my schedule, did a lot of journaling, healing, went within, did a lot of meditating. And that is the gift of the High Priestess. She shows us that even in those moments of heartbreak, the most difficult parts of our lives, we can still discern wisdom and use our intuition and find our center if we can just get still and listen. The High Priestess aligns closely with two chakras connected to intuition and wisdom. Probably the one that's the most obvious is the third eye that connects us to our intuition and our psychic abilities. The second chakra is the Soma chakra. It's a subtle point between the third eye and the crown chakra. It sometimes is considered a main chakra apart from the 7 major chakras that we all know. Some call it a developing chakra, or it could be a minor chakra. It just depends on what you want to call it. Some say it has a color, some say it doesn't. Again, it's all about your intuition. This chakra helps us to connect to higher realms while helping us keep anchored within our body. And so you can connect with your angels and relations or your guides from beyond. And so they kind of go hand in hand. Sometimes the Soma chakra is called the 5th eye. The High Priestess represents intuitive wisdom, the ability to connect with your guides and to look beyond this realm into the next to help guide decision making and to go within to discern answers and wisdom. She asks us to go within to connect deeply with our guides and our soul. Find your own wisdom with the tarot. Follow me on this journey, but you can also download a cheat sheet that I have created based on my experiences with the tarot to help you learn it. That link is below. And if you're standing at your own threshold, ready to leap, a personal reading can bring clarity. You'll find that link in the description as well. Tell me in the comments, when has the High Priestess showed up for you in your life? Pouring out symbolizes release, sharing wisdom with the world. May you find wisdom in the silence and trust in the universe always.